Hi, Mike Kennedy here. There's something about newspapers. Here we are. I live in Gorham. Before, for newspapers, we just had, the Portland Press Herald from Portland would be sold here, and there was the American Journal that would come out every week or two, and that was a free one. Of course, the Portland Press Herald is one you buy. And I was in the store the other day, and I was going to pick up a Sunday edition, and it was literally that thin. So it was like, gee, back in the day, the Sunday paper was really thick. You had all those flyers in it and everything, and these were like really thin, and it was almost $5. So I didn't get it. But it's funny because, okay, here's the American Journal. This is what. This is a free paper. News of Gorham, Westbrook, Buxton, and the region. Okay. Then eventually Gorham got its own newspaper called the Gorham Times, and then just recently, in the last couple of years, there's another Gorham newspaper. And so there are all these types of free newspapers. They're places like supermarkets or whatever, and you pick one up on your way home. But it's just kind of funny in an age where regular newspapers can't survive a lot of times, or they start getting thinner and thinner, that we have, right now we have so many papers, these smaller ones that cover our area. But this is an interesting article. This is the January 11th edition, 2024, and it's about roundabouts. It became fashionable, it still is supposedly, to replace intersections with a circle. We used to call them circle, not roundabouts. But the idea is that with a circle, the traffic keeps flowing, and supposedly because people slow down, there's less accidents in these things. When you don't have to have a traffic light or, whatever, stop signs, you just have this thing. Well, now they're finding out here, this one, by Little Falls is an area in Gorham, okay, that they have a rising number of accidents. Let's see if it says exactly where. 24 crashes with 5 injuries for the 3-year period ended in 2023. The count rises from 20 for the 3-year period ending in 2022. The police said the roundabout is tight, especially for large trucks. Sight distances are short. But it's just kind of interesting that, they've been put in to make traffic flow smoother, but it seems like we're having more accidents at them than the original intersections. Now they're not talking about where it ranks in other intersections in Gorham, but that's a particularly busy one. But kind of crazy that you do something for one reason, keep traffic flowing, get rid of traffic lights and signs, supposedly make everything easier, and you end up with more crashes. There's always call it a rule of unintended consequences. In other words, whatever reason they had for putting this roundabout in, the unintended consequences, more vehicle crashes. So a lot of decisions we make in life, or the government makes, or politicians, whatever you want to say, even scientists make, really sometimes have some extremely large unintended consequences. For science, the stellar example is the cane toad. In Australia, they imported this toad because it was particularly good at eating things that, bugs and things that were affecting their crops and everything. Well, they got this frog and it ate everything. And it's just going wild. It's now, it's an invasive species, of course, now. And they're just multiplying. And the trouble is, they're poisonous. If you just were to, eat the whole frog, some of them get really big, eat the whole toad or whatever, it's got poison in it, it could kill you. Well, and so that cuts down any kind of predators that could eat them. And they actually paid people to go around and hunt these toads and kill them. And, one place even, I think, turned them into fertilizer or something like that. But, this is a massive mistake. And, they thought they were doing something smart, but they weren't. It was just more of a direct result. But what could you call that? Not understanding the environment, whoever did that. Not understanding how things, they should have thought to themselves, well, this toad is poison. Nothing else will eat it. I wonder what will happen. But there we go. Anyway, roundabouts, unintended consequences.